Attention, this is a public service announcement regarding the working conditions of the late 19th century. During the 19th century, immigrants and women and children were becoming a part of industrialization in the U.S. Even though the employment rate was rising, the working conditions in the factories and mills were unhealthy, dangerous, and unfair. Fires, machinery accidents, and train wrecks happened often. There was no safety enforcement at this time, and it is believed that these accidents could have been caused because a lot of the immigration workers could not read the instructions for the machinery. The Homestead Strike took place in Homestead, Pennsylvania, and was a battle between Carnegie Steel Company and Combined Association of Iron and Steel Workers. Carnegie calls in Henry Frick, a man known for being cruel. Frick decides to cut wages to help the company's profits and states to workers that the conditions will not improve. The workers decide they have had enough and begin to strike in front of the plant. Another example of workers reaching their limits would be the Pullman strike on May 11, 1894. 3,000 workers went on strike because of low wages and deaths occurring in the dangerous working conditions. The complaint owners knew that the conditions were rough but did not care because all they wanted was success. The Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire displays the problems of safety in working places. On March 25, 1911, in New York City, a fire broke out in the factory and the fire exits were present but not in working condition. And in them being unsuccessful, it led to women jumping out windows to escape burning to death.
Labor unions in the late 19th century fought for better wages, reasonable hours, and safer working conditions. The Knights of Labor were one example, who flourished under the leadership of Grand Master Workman Terence V. Powderly. Their goals included an 8-hour workday, abolition of child labor, equal pay for equal work, and political reforms, including graduated income tax. Powderly believed in boycotts and arbitration, but he opposed strikes, and the workers still performed strikes, but to his objections. On May 4, 1886, a bomb went off in Haymarket Square in Chicago, which the Knights were blamed for and eventually led to their demise. Later on, the American Federation of Labor was created under President Samuel Gompers, formed in 1886, and they started out as separate unions, but once the Knights of Labor merged with the American Federation of Labor, the AFL's ideology overpowered the Knights. Every worker was skilled in the AFL because it was more beneficial, and they would have more power if they excluded unskilled workers. And they were not afraid to call for boycotts and strikes, unlike the Knights of Labor.
There are still major problems that exist regarding poor working conditions. A large issue that is popular today are working conditions in Amazon warehouses. People working in these warehouses are not afraid to speak their voice. A woman who actually worked in an Amazon warehouse said they expect incredible pace. I was in good shape when I got there, but I was not prepared for miles of walking in concrete every day. My feet hurt so bad. I would have trouble going to sleep. I was in so much pain. My feet have tightened up, but the pay has not.
One way to put this is that Amazon has unrealistic goals for so much hard work. These problems don't only occur in Amazon warehouses, but in many more businesses and warehouses across the country. Even though that there are some heinous workplaces in America today, Occupational Safety and Health, OSHA, is in place to ensure safe and healthy working conditions for Americans by enforcing standards and providing workplace safety training.